Is this Winston? From the newspaper feature? I'm calling for help. I think there's a creature. Yes, I'll stay put. I'll leave it alone, he deviously chuckled as he hung up the phone. Precisely as planned for Pendlebrook Brittle Bottom. The plot he is peddling was penned back in autumn. Unaware of the context, his oldest son stared. He hadn't been listening. He wasn't prepared. You see, little Walker, I work for a company that owns other companies and owns all their money, but it's never enough and they always want more, and this quarter's my turn to present to the floor. If I don't impress them, then my job is lost. The board expects excess while cutting all costs. I don't want to work. It's so boring and lame. I'll just steal an idea and stick on my name. I read on a founder of an after-school group, an inventor of such, so I started to snoop. This Winston's whole program is powered by ghosts, by ghoulies and ghastlies. The method is gross, yet clean and efficient when harvested nice. The blueprints alone would fetch a high price. The plan is to purloin his products and process, generating generics and possessing profits. I've lured him in, made up an excuse. I said that a monster was out on the loose. These spook troops are students he's likely to bring. I guess a youth program or after-school thing. He teaches them empathy that monsters can feel. They carry his tools, and that's what we'll steal. We'll have to deceive them when they first arrive. They'll know we're not ghosts, 'cause we're both still alive. From his old spooky manor, Winston's wagon appeared, loaded with troops who were loaded with gear. Gadgets for ghasts, tools meant for ghouls, translating trinkets for trolls and their jewels, gizmos for goblins, bait for big feet.
Nice.
Maybe it's multiple monsters they'll meet. They unpacked the trunk and had a quick huddle. Our scoundrels then slunk and tried to be subtle. Go for the one who carries the light. He's easily scared and runs from a fight. Walker took note and hid in a bush, scaring poor Oswald, which caused him to push. The light switch passed on to blindingly bright. The beam and the booze gave both quite a fright. Stunned for a second, unable to see, Walker resembled a creature or three. The two of them split, and both of them wandered. On to plan B, Pendle pondered. Take two takes two, let's give it a whirl. More smartly are we than that olive-eyed girl. That Boomaster viewer is a must for collectors. That sector inspector detects specter vectors. An act will distract, from her pack will subtract, extract the exact tracked parcel intact. Eager to act and do double dealing, the duo did not define who was stealing. Unsure of the plan and still seeing spots, the son was confused, his dad had said lots. At the same time, did Pendlebrook wait? I'm gonna be rich and it's gonna be great. Both of them waited. None made a peep, till boredom brought nap time, and they both fell asleep. The two of them woke after almost an hour. This made Brittle Bottom especially sour. 2 bungled attempts, we won't fail a third. I'll lay it out loudly to know that you've heard. I've trapped us a werewolf. It's locked in this crate. The clever part is, we'll use it as bait. But werewolves transform by full moons at night, and the insides of crates are absent of light. From the trap came a voice as a granny did shout,
Please, I am me, not a wolf, let me out.
Confused and confounded, they thought it was strange. They opened the lid, which caused her to change. They let in the moonlight, which made Granny growl. Her teeth turned to fangs as she started to howl. Well, that explains it, he turned to then say, as the creature made chase and they ran far away. The sound of the howl made Becca come look. She noticed the paw prints and got out a book. Collecting some fur and taking a note. I bet it's a werewolf, is what she had wrote. Looking up lichens, she leered down a list. I've done it again, and I never miss. Well, no wonder it's blank on the spookity graph. It's still set to ghost, she said with a laugh. Flipping up levers with a flick of the wrist, a toggle was throttled and turned with a twist. The tool, fueled by ghouls, was then switched to monster. The settings are different for that class of haunster. The troops met with SJ as they packed up the car, sharing their notes and the fur in a jar. What was the monster encountered today?
It was a werewolf!
They started to say. Seeing the crate that had held the hound, the foot and paw prints that lay on the ground, Winston then turned and said like a teacher,
The monster's the one who first trapped the creature.
"It seems the poor beast was caged in this cell,
But managed to escape as best I could tell. We'll notify neighbors and then make a sign. Be wary of werewolves, you're probably fine. Lock up your trash like expecting raccoons, the size of gorillas around the full moons."
Smart from the start and brave without fail, the troops all got badges for first werewolf tale. The gang piled into the car that had brought 'em, and what, you may ask, of Pendlebrook Brittlebottom? Well, he got away, but I'm sure he'll return as soon as he solves his most current concern. That werewolf is fast, like right at his shoes. Next time, little walker, no way we can lose. With the breaking of dawn, the granny turned back, but not before taking a nice midnight snack. So what did we learn from this spookity tale? Your grandma could be a werewolf and you wouldn't even know it.